Have you been needing a mood boost? It says try a lock bob. I promise you, it's gonna give polished, it's gonna give elevated, it's gonna give all that it needs to give. If you want to see how I got the style, keep on watching.
Feels like the first time. Throw away all my pride. Don't wanna.
Oh yeah, it's time to get this hair done. I've been seeing this style all over the place and I just figured why not give it a try. I'm just in the mood of trying new stuff. So because I've been seeing it, it seemed like it was really, really different. So it was perfect. I was like, let's try something out of the norm. And the lock bob it really just did everything. So here I'm just trying to figure out where the part's going to be. I played around with middle or side and I decided to do a side part. But I will say, whatever side you do choose, if you do a middle or a side part, you want to kind of see like where your hair will fall. Like right here, I'm trying to see exactly where, if I did the side part, where my hair will reach at a good length. So I figured this is not bad. So if that's the shortest it could go, my hair could go, I'll be satisfied with that. So which went ahead and just started moisturizing my hair and yeah, just getting things started. So first we're just getting it nice and moisturized, because anytime we want to manipulate our hair, do anything with our hair, we're gonna moisturize her. Okay, so I got this from, I believe Walmart sells these things. This is just like a really light oil that I really like to use. It is so moisturizing though. For it to be so light, it's very, very moisturizing. Like it leaves your hair shiny, it leaves your hair feeling good. This also adds a lot of other moisturizing oils, like seed oil, sunflower seed oils, jojoba oils, just a myriad of oils that keep your hair nice and moisturized. So we're just making sure all of that is in there. And girl, the ends are bad. Y'all will get the journey on. I think I did share it a little bit about my hair dyeing journey. Girl, the ends are fried. They're fried. My hair, I know my hair could be a lot longer, but they have just been chopping off over time, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with letting out, like just letting them fall off. I keep them moisturized. I keep them with much care as possible, but eventually those ends are going to fall off. There's just nothing I can really do about that. I've even done a protein treatment and they just are breaking off. So I'll let that happen. And I've not dyed my hair since. So as you can see, like the roots are a natural color. And so I plan to just let the natural color kind of just grow out as the dyed parts kind of just fall off. I mean, it's cute either way still. We're just nourishing what we do have as much as possible. And if all the blonde parts fall off, they fall off, child. It's okay. So anyways, this is where we are measuring again, exactly like what we're doing, what the plan is, just before we get it started. So
Say I love you first, but holding it in just might make me burst. Love in the open.
okay, we got her up in a nice little ponytail and just holding it with my cute little satin pink little tie thing I got off Amazon. But yeah, and then just using this 3-way mirror. I also got that off Amazon, girl. It allows you to see the sides, the back, the front. So I don't know what I was doing before I got this mirror. I will link this below because this is changing lives out here. So yeah, I'm using the same old Jamaican mango and lime gels, logging gel, really, really light. I barely use anything, so we don't get any buildup and stuff like that. So just a light hand on that. But yeah, we're just taking 2 pieces at a time and doing like your normal rope twist. If you want a tutorial on how to do a proper rope twist, I could definitely do that. I can share that with you guys because there's some things I have learned along the way to keep it proper. But yes, as far as the lock bob, we find the length that we want and then we fold it in like half, whatever, and then you wrap it around just as you see me doing here. Once I get to the end, then you just grab like a rubber band to keep it secure. So we just use any kind of rubber band, honestly, girl. Just saying, you've been using it, your mama been using it since you was a kid. Okay, so just wrap that around, secure it. You can either keep it at just at one spot, you know, where the end of that thing is, the end of that lock is, or you can wrap it around the entire knot. That's what I ended up starting to do, is just wrapping it around the knot. So I could explain that further if you need me to. If you have any other questions in this process, feel free. Like, it's definitely a pleasure of mine to answer your question. If you cannot understand what I've explained or didn't see something properly, I'd be happy to go over it again for sure, girl. But yeah, this is just showing you again what I did. Just retwist each type. What? Retwist each section and each lock at the root, and then do a good old rope twist. And just like I did the other one, you just find the length you want it and you just fold it. You fold it and then you wrap it all the way around until you get, like, you wrap it all the way up until you get to the end. Get a rubber band and secure that bad boy. Now I will give you a tip. So generally rope twists, if you do it right, it won't unravel like just by taking your hands off of it. Like if you just let it go, it shouldn't unravel by itself. I think I did this one wrong because, again, behind the head, difficult to do. So once I got to like the end of the rope twist, I retwisted the roots there, and then I got the rope twist going. Once I got to the end of that rope twist, then I do take a rubber band and put it at the end. I did. It felt like more secure. It felt like I could not have to worry about it later whenever I do let go. Maybe I'm, I don't know, just during the process, it just helped me to move faster because I know that it's not moving, it's not going nowhere with that rubber band at the end. So very, very simple. Once you get to your length, you just wrap it all the way up, and then you secure it with, you guessed it, a rubber band.
Don't let it slip. Give up my power. Yes, afraid.
Okay, so there is something I do want to talk to you guys about. So as I continue the same process over and over again, just making sure the length is where I need it to be, let's chat for a second. So you will notice that I have like lots of spacing, like my scalp, like you see my scalp a lot. So even when I'm done, it generally isn't covered. Like you can still see my scalp a lot. I've always had that ever since like I can remember, which was like high school, when somebody pointed it out to me. But it's not like, I don't know, I've always knew I had fine hair. And even before high school days, I like always just had fine hair. I got that from my mother. She also has very, very fine hair. So that is something that I've always dealt with. But yeah, somebody pointed out to me in high school, like they said I look like a patient in the hospital. At first, I don't know, I never really got like offended by it, to be honest. I still to this day don't like feel no type of way about it, but I just accepted I have fine hair. So it don't matter if I had box braids in, or if I, ever since I've had locks and I want to do a retwist, like that's just a part of the game for me. So I don't know if you have fine hair, you struggle, or you have this type of like situation going on with you, but some days I look and I'm like, I wish my hair was a little bit fuller. But overall, I really don't care. I really don't care. But yeah, I did notice like my hair just is not as full as maybe some of the other like girlies. Like even my sister, she does not have fine hair at all. Like not even close. My sister has very, very thick hair. She currently has sister locks, and her locks are full. So I think that's why I got smaller locks, is to maybe think that might help with, making it look a bit more fuller. But no, girl, no. My hair is always going to be fine on the finer side. So yeah, that is something that with this style I had to kind of notice that's going to be obvious. When my hair is not as freshly done, then it doesn't bother me. Like, you can't tell. Like, it never really bothered me. It's just like you don't notice it. Like, I never think about it, until I go to do like styles like this. And then it's just like, oh, that's right. But it's never is really not something that I harp on, because there's nothing I can do about that. It's just literally my hair is just finer. Excuse me. So right here, I was noticing that it's kind of off, like it's not as straight. But I was like, should I redo this one? Maybe if I do that one, it'll like get all even and look a little bit more even. But ultimately, I was like, nah, I ain't got time for that. So we are just going to do the top, like kind of have the top kind of over, like cover that basically.
Wondering where you at, or who could you be with?
Okay, so I'm mostly done. As you see, it's not covering up the scalp at all. Even though I'm like almost done, and it's just like there's a lot done, but it's all good. It's all good. I notice when I get to the a little bit further, like more hair from the top, from the front area, it kind of does cover it a little bit more. So yeah, I just want to know, is there any other like fine hair baddies out here that also are struggling with that, or just has that to be mindful and consider that as well? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. So yeah, that just kind of was on top of my mind with this style. I've never tried this style before. Granted, I have had like retwist, rope twist, all that different type of stuff, but I don't know, it's just something about this style that made it a lot more pronounced to me. We're gonna try to finish up the top here, and give me just like 2 seconds. Okay, so we're done now. That's pretty much the style. I am liking it. I like the way I was able to finish it. Like, I was actually able to do it. I saw someone else do it, and actually I've been seeing a couple people do it, and I just like, let me give this a try and see how this looks. But it really unlocked something in me. I just was like, I've never seen me in general with a bob. So I really like it. I think it came out really good. I just had to put on some makeup and do my edges a little bit, and I think it came out so cute. Well, my makeup came out really cute, but let me show y'all what the finished product looked like. And I think it was just so cute. There's the back and the side. Yeah, so let me know what y'all think. How you feeling about this? If you're interested, or you feel a little bit more confident in trying this style. If you feel like maybe I shouldn't, let me know how you're feeling. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you later, sis.
Afraid to lose each other, counting the hours till I see you again. Could you be life, lover, and best friend? Waiting for text back.